Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I won't delay things much longer here. You know, I get it. My comments aren't about whether you're for or against this movement for the legalization of marijuana. Some of the comments tonight sound more like arguing for and against recreational marijuana or marijuana that isn't necessarily for medical purposes. And there's no doubt there's big business on both sides of this issue. The marijuana industry is a large growing industry. Pharmaceutical industry is a large industry. My comments right here are not about whether or not you're for or against medical marijuana. Amendment A05835 does a lot to Senate Bill 3 to amend it to be better than it was as it left the Senate. One of the major protections that is not in that amendment is in the area of workplace safety. And Mr. Speaker, a lot of people know about marijuana. A lot of people know about other drugs. We talk about them all the time. But one of the little-known components of marijuana is that THC is different than opioids. It's different than alcohol. The level of THC in your body does not indicate whether or not you are intoxicated. So, what can happen, and what will happen, what has happened in other states, is that people go to work not intending to have a workplace accident, and they're under the influence of their marijuana, whether it's recreational or medical. And when that happens, people get hurt. What this amendment ought to include is a provision that employers can prohibit employees from being able to do work when they're under the influence of THC, without having an adverse effect on that business, and give employers some protections that will then give employees protections. A prior speaker said that if this amendment and this bill saves one life, then we should pass it. And I understand that sentiment, but if it puts many, many more people in this state in danger, whether it's because of somebody driving a truck on the road, whether it's somebody driving a school bus, a fork truck, a heavy crane, if it prevents them from putting someone else in danger, I say that that's worth considering as well. And I will be offering Amendment 4634 later on that will hopefully address that. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.